Very good. Empowerment, DOVENET. Thank you very much.
I'm very happy. Okay, so my name is Ugo Nnachi. I'm the Executive Director of DOVENET. DOVENET is Daughters of Virtue and Empowerment Initiative. I am a public sector professional and an NGO manager. I have served in various capacities in the Ebonyi State, within the state and outside the state, as Commissioner for Women Affairs, Permanent Secretary, the first female head of service in the Ebonyi State, focal person of the Open Government Partnership, focal person of social investment program. When you heard about Empower and all of that, I initiated that program in the state. And served as a focal person. And I know a lot of people benefited from the Ebonyi State. I also served as a coordinating commissioner on CIFAS, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on donor agencies, grants and loans. I also consult for some international organizations mentioned, Mexico, IFERS, DAI, and others. And currently I'm retired, but somehow I'm not tired. So currently I serve as the Executive Director of DOVENET. I was actually asked to speak to you on career choices amongst the youth. Presentation outlined this way: introduction, the top career choices, factors that influence career choices, challenges facing the youth, some of them you have mentioned, opportunities and solutions, and then key actions that you can take, and then we'll conclude. We'll run very fast because we're actually supposed to start by 12, but that didn't happen. But that's also good because it has given opportunity for us to have a fuller house. Next slide. So choosing a career is a critical decision that can shape the future for young people. From the conversations that we already have, we know that we have challenges. I know that most of you are student lawyers, and as student lawyers, maybe you must have already chosen a path. But you also realize that when we talk about career, it may not just be that as a lawyer, it's going to move that way because of the changes that are occurring in society. So it's important that the youth of today, even as you face the challenges, there are also opportunities for you. And it's left for you to be able to identify those opportunities. There are factors that can influence the career path that you choose. And some of those factors could be your interest. Even as a lawyer, you might be interested in becoming a musician. Even as a lawyer, you can choose to you can choose to be a tailor. You can choose to be a fashion designer. You can choose to be a musician, even as a lawyer. So it is your personal interest that will actually determine the path that you choose to go. Then you also have about skills, your values, the job market demand, and all of those. These are things that will come into play. So as a result of these challenges, it's important that the youth need to be guided. Even while you are in school, I'm happy that they define the youth as someone between the age of 17 and 35. So you still fall within that age bracket, and so you still need to be guided so that you make better decisions for a better future. And so for us to give you that support, you need to, there are so many things that are involved. We have to provide career guidance. We need to provide mentorship. We have to provide education and training, internship and apprenticeship, networking. When you're talking about career guidance, just like I said earlier, being training as a lawyer or studying one field or the other does not necessarily mean that you are going to toe that line. Along the line, due to the circumstances that may arise, you may veer into another area. So that's why you need guidance. That's also why you need mentorship. Because sometimes you need to ask questions from people that have toed that line. You need to ask questions from people that can guide you so that you'll be able to make informed decisions. And that's why I particularly got interested in participating in this activity, in partnering with the organization, because part of our mandate is to guide the youth, to make them confident contributors to the development of the society. So we also talk about networking. Networking is for you to, because as you have gathered here, you may not have all known yourself. You have opportunity of interfacing with one another. You have opportunity of talking with someone. You now know someone from the human rights sector that you can run to ask questions about what happens. So these are things that you are talking about. Also career coaching and job readiness preparation. One of the things that I picked up when we were having that conversation was to talk about unemployment. And it's also something that keeps reoccurring. It's like a reoccurring decimal. We all know that, yes, there's unemployment. But do the youth have the employability skills that will enable them to get into the employment that they require? So, part of the thing that we'll be talking about is to get you ready for the job that you desire in the future. Entrepreneurship support, we talked about that. Career exploration, expose you to so many careers so that you can choose which area that you want. And then most importantly, you continue to learn. There is no end to learning. The moment you stop learning, you continue to die. And that's why someone like me will continue to read, will continue to learn, will continue to share knowledge, and also get insight into what's happening in the society. So, what can we do? Just a few things that we can do. Improve the employability, increase confidence and self-esteem. That's what career development can do for you. So now that we are all gathered here, they didn't bring you together just for us to come and see our faces. We were brought here together so that you can take away something that will be beneficial to you in the future. Something that will assist you even as students, something that will help you. They talked about maybe volunteering. This is an opportunity for you to volunteer maybe to the sector that you want to get into. So this is the right time for you to begin to prepare yourself to go into that sector. And then when we are doing this, it also provides opportunity for you to have better career choices, enhance skill and knowledge. Then you have stronger professional networks, like I said earlier. You now see lawyers, you are student lawyers, you now have lawyers who are already trained and are practicing. And that's why it's important. Most of the time, even after graduation, after law school, you have to attach yourself to a law firm so that you can gain insight and know exactly what you're going to do when you get into the field. And then overall success and fulfillment in your careers. So there are so many career choices, like I said. So many, and it keeps growing by the day. So based on recent surveys and trends, the top career choices among the youth, we have those in technology and data. I think that's the in thing now. So even as a lawyer, if you are not into tech, you find out that most of the things you are doing is not going to work. Because even the whatever activities, even in the court, everything is now technology. So you have to understand that you have to start early to begin to talk about that. And then we have choices that are in the area of healthcare and wellness. Can someone mention to me some of the areas that we can have in healthcare and wellness? Sorry?
Medicine.
Perfect. Medicine. Nursing, yes. Nutrition, good.
Dermatology.
Dermatology. So these are so many areas. So you cannot see that in one particular sector there are so many choices that you can make. We also have that of the creative industries, that's in the arts. I heard even present a spoken word, that is poetry. People have made names across the world just by being poets. But somehow we don't think it's important. We are looking to answer engineer, so and so, barrister, so and so, doctor, so and so. But a poet, a writer, whatever area that you choose in the arts, then you can see those who are musicians. It's in the entertainment sector. People who are musicians, they have made name across the world. Even some, I remember there's one person that I know very closely who is a lawyer, but he's a musician. And I'm taking lots of people. Who is that person? I mean, you know, so that's why I mentioned that. And then you also have the opportunities in sustainability and environment, which actually has to do with climate change. Climate, agriculture, all those things in that area. Then business and entrepreneurship. So there are so many factors that will influence the choices that you make. Are we together? Yes. Yeah, there are so many factors that will influence, because somehow there's somebody that said, I can't see blood. So if you can't see blood, why are you in the medical sector? Are you with me? So if you are a lawyer and you know that lawyers they have to argue their cases in court, except you choose from the beginning that you're not going to go to court. And that's why you see some people, the moment after their graduation, they will move into another area so that they have nothing to go and argue in court. So whatever it is your passion and your interest. If you don't have passion in that area, can we just stop that on the after this before we share? Thank you very much. So it's your interest that will guide you to the area that you want to work on. Then the next thing is the job market demand and growth prospects. There are some choices that you make. You find out that it's like you have gone into a blind alley. You can't move forward, you can't move back. So you need this kind of platform and opportunity to ask questions, to understand how that sector works, so that you know actually whether you will be in that sector, whether that sector holds prospects for you. If it doesn't hold better prospects for you, then it's easier for you to now make a switch and be able to go to an area that will hold prospects for you. There are some areas in law that many people are not into. You find out that maybe there are just 1 or 2% in that particular area. And many people may not be interested, but you find out that it's an area that is you are going to shine properly in that area. So why wouldn't you go there? Then the other thing is salary expectations. Some choices we make, the salary may not be as big as others. Many people in the past, many people write to the medical field so that they will get core health. Their salary is big. And then, medicine, even overseas, you are a doctor, you are a nurse,
and anything around the medical, they have larger salaries. And so many people will want to, so these are things, these are determining factors that will enable you to know which area to go to. And then work-life balance and flexibility, that choice that you're making, is it helping you to, is it enabling you to breathe? You know, sometimes you might get into a problem that you find out that you can't even sleep. Every minute you're on it, sometimes you will write and write until you won't know what else to do again. So these are some of the factors, and then your personal values and purpose. So the challenges facing the youth, and they talked about some of them. There are so many challenges. The first thing they talked about was unemployment. And like I said, yes, there is a high level of unemployment. But do they have the employability skills that will enable them get into profession or get jobs? You know what is happening now is that a lot of people are working remotely. And you don't have to live in America to work in America. People are in Nigeria and they are working in America. People are living in the US and they are working in Europe. So that's the flexibility that IT provides for us. But then those opportunities are there. But if you don't have the skill, what is going to happen? We will continue to be unemployed. So the essence of this, I believe, is for us to have this information, create this awareness, so that you begin to work in an area that will equip you with the necessary skill for you to, acquire or get the choice of profession or career that will impact your life and that of the society. So some of the challenges I identified: uncertainty and lack of direction. And I want to say this. You know, most times we are carried away by my friend did this. My friend is studying medicine, so I have to choose medicine. My brother is doing this, so I have to, or my parents said. So you're not quite convinced, of actually what you want. And at the end of the day, we keep moving here and there. And then pressure from family and society, limited resources and access to information. This is an area that I always, when I talk to young people, I tell them that we are lucky to be in the age, find ourselves in the age that we are in. Because this is the age of information. The internet has provided all kinds of opportunity that we never, some of us never dreamt of, the older generation. So it's for you to utilize that opportunity. The opportunity you have with the internet is not to post things that will not matter. Even though sometimes you also post things that don't make sense, but they just make sense. Like this recent one. So, look at that, it doesn't make sense. But the thing is making sense and it's making money for them. So it's for us to really think about the type of information that we get. Access real information. Even in your area, because and then now we now have AI. AI is now like the mama of the entire thing. You sit in your home, you can do anything you want to do. So I think we begin to utilize that opportunity. And then competition and job market saturation. These are challenges that we can face, but we also need to guide ourselves on how we get things done. Next slide, please. Okay, so opportunities and solutions. What can we do? Yes, we have these challenges. The first thing I talked about here is mentorship and career guidance. I talked about it earlier. Many people do not know that mentorship is very, very important. Mentorship. People that don't have mentors, even in your own personal life, you find out that they just be dangling and you will never make progress. Get a mentor. Somebody that you can run to, not to go and ask for fund or for support. Somebody you can go and get information from. Somebody that can guide you in whatever activity or action that you're taking. That's the kind of mentorship I'm talking about. And then we have online resources and career platforms. There are so many career platforms that are free. There are so many of them that are free. So we need to identify some of those platforms and begin to engage and see how it helps you in your professional life. And then networking and professional development, entrepreneurship and innovation. Not everybody will work for government. Not everybody will work for government. So you can also decide to set up your own business. And then what is being, talked about concerning entrepreneurship. So you have the opportunity to set up your own business. Lawyers can set up their business. They have online whatever. I know a lawyer who trained in a Boy State University. She has something like that. And people go to her for one thing or the other, they get information, and before you know it, she's getting clients, not just from Nigeria, but from across the world. And she's able to deliver. Next slide, please. So key actions, these are just normal things that you should do, but you know them, but you need to begin to think about them, you need to internalize them. Internalize it, let it be part of your life. Keep good company. Build your confidence. A lot of people might even to call them to come and speak, they are so shy. They feel, I can't do it. Build your resilience. Building your resilience means that not any little thing that happens will be panicking. You need to be strong. Make good use of your time. How are you using your time? Are you using your time to attend parties, watch movies, or do things that don't really matter? So make good use of your time. Then you have to also identify your strengths. In which area are you strong? Are you strong in this area? What area are you perfect? When you know that area, you now begin to build your capacity along that area. And then that's when you will be able to do very well. Then focus on where you are going. Avoid distractions. Be expressive and confident. Speak out. Somebody said you have to elect to speak even before they call you to speak. Because sometimes if you are waiting for them to call you, they may not call you. So you choose to speak even before they call you to speak. So be expressive and confident. Then be ready and open to learning. Some people are opposed to learning. They don't want to learn. They are not open to learning. And anybody that is not open to learning, you can't gain much. Because you feel you know too much. And because you feel you know too much, any other thing coming, you try to push it away. And then the next thing is be positive. Put in the work. Yes, you say there's no so much unemployment. I agree. But let's put in the work first. When we put in the work, we'll see where it takes us to. Never give up. Just keep pushing. You'll do well. To conclude, I just want to say, career choices among the youth are diverse and is influenced by various interplay of factors. We've talked about those. So as the world continues to evolve, it is essential that young people are equipped with necessary skills and tools to enable them make informed decisions about their future. So I want to believe that this is like a stepping stone to the other engagements I am going to have with the youth. Because after now, I would expect that you have like an action plan. How are you going to move forward? And then from whatever information that we are able to put together, you know the next steps that you're going to take. Let it not just end with bringing them together, talking about unemployment, talking about this, so that by the time these ones you engage with them in the next few years, we will have testimonials of people that pass through this process and they have something to show for it. So, to everyone here, I say, dream big, work hard, and never give up. If someone like me, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. But I told myself, when I was growing up, I was lucky I had a father who believed so much in me, believing in the girl child. And, even at that young age, my father, some people came to my father to tell my father that there was no point taking a girl child to school. But my father said, whatever that happened, he was going to train me, and I was going to be the best. And until my father died, he believed that I was the best. Anywhere that my father heard about a big woman, anywhere in the world, he would be telling from my father, I heard about Golda Men. It's all from, you can remember how, when Golda Men was there, so you can also understand. So I wasn't from that very cultural background. But I also grew up and realized that if I have been pointed to those facts, then I will do everything possible to ensure that I maintain it. And today, the rest is history. So, your career path is in your hands. And I want to assure you that some of us are very ready and willing to continue to support young people to be the best that they can be in this state and in Nigeria. Thank you. So as we are here, I know that you might have some questions because we have lots and lots of other activities. So if you have questions that you want to ask, please feel free. And actually even to other people that have already presented. Thank you very much.